Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some cozy free games that are available on Steam. I have tried and tested these games and trust me, there were some fails along the way. So I have chosen 10 of the best to share with you. There's lots of coziness in here, some are long, some are short, and some are just the perfect length to enjoy with a cup of tea or coffee if you're not a tea fan like me. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The first game I'm going to talk about is Cheeky CHOOKS or CHOOKS. I don't know, I think it's an Australian thing. Anyway, this is a casual and relaxing chicken themed game with adorable and cute graphics. In this game, you get to build and manage your very own chicken farm. You hatch their chickens from eggs, and then there's a lot of varieties to collect as well. It is your job to keep them happy by housing, feeding, watering, and of course, ensure that they're having fun. In addition to the farming element, you can also decorate your farm, and there are a lot of unlockable furniture items. With management games, it sometimes feels like you don't know what to do next, and there's sometimes some time gaps, but honestly, this game had such a good pace and there were frequent mini games, probably why it is so addictive. I honestly started playing this game and before I knew it, so much time had passed, which never happens for a free game. You definitely do not find that happening often. I really do recommend this game and I think I'll be playing more. I just can't get enough of those chickens. In at number 2, we have an aesthetic puzzle game. This is called Little Postman. It is centered around rotating the different islands to help you find the correct path through, and you get to go through different archipelagos or to deliver post. This game is intentionally short and there are 9 challenging levels. The levels did start off easy, but they definitely did increase in difficulty as I progressed. So there were a few errors along the way, but it wasn't a bad thing, it was all a learning curve. The solo developer in this game has purposely chosen to avoid verbal communication, which I think was a smart decision. It didn't clog down the game and it allows you as a player to go on your own journey. I also feel that the text wasn't needed as the weather and scenery really did help give the game an atmospheric touch, which I enjoyed immensely. If you love a puzzle game and you have a spare half an hour, I definitely recommend giving this game a try. The third game on this list is Hidden Lands. This game has taken the traditional game of Spot the Difference and given it a 3D cozy makeover so that we can play it digitally. You are presented with 2 floating islands that are generally beautiful, and you must identify the differences in the landscapes. There are 2 game modes to play. Firstly, you can play quest mode where you can collect new objects and progress through different levels, and infinite mode. As the islands are procedurally generated, the options are literally endless for levels, so you can play as much as you like with infinite mode, which is a definite selling point. The controls are really easy to use. You can rotate and zoom if you get stuck, and it really does help give a different perspective. The music is also super relaxing and perfect for this type of game. The game overall may feel simple, but boy, it is done beautifully, and it's perfect for passing some time. Next up, I have a charming storytelling point-and-click style puzzle game that leaves you wanting more. This is What Never Was, and this is a short game that tells the story of Sarah, who has left the hard task of clearing out her grandfather's attic after his passing. However, not everything is as it seems. There are a few puzzles within the game which can take a little time to complete. The ending did feel a little bit abrupt, and I think that was because I wanted more rather than disappointment of the game itself. I wanted to know more about the story and to figure out more. That's basically what it was. But I don't want the length to put you off, as being able to complete a game in one short sitting is sometimes a bonus depending on what your current commitments are. Additionally, it does look like Chapter 2 is on its way, so maybe we'll be able to learn more about the mysterious story after all. In at number 5, I want to show you Coral Cove. You may have seen me talk about games such as Dorfromantik on this channel, as it is definitely one of my go-to games. Well, this game is similar to that, and bonus is that it's free. It is a strategy tile placement game at heart, however, it also combines elements of a merge style game where you combine objects to unlock new ones. This may all sound super simple, but trust me, it is deceptively challenging and quite addictive. The whole theming of this game is quite nice as well. It's very charming, and it does have some educational benefits because it really plays in about the bleaching of coral, which is unfortunately a sad reality of our world today. I would definitely recommend this, and if you have seen other games of this type but didn't want to commit to it, it's perfect for that. Or if you have played some of the games and you want to play another one but with a bit of a twist. If you have a spare 10 minutes to play and you're in dire need of some cheering up, I have a great game for you. This is ALPACA STACKA, and this is an adorable 3D platform game where you play as Paz, who is on a mission to help return Mama Hen's lost chickens to the farm where they belong. The graphics are so good, and honestly some of the cutest I've seen in a free game. The little alpaca is so soft and fluffy, adorable. The camera is nice and smooth, which makes it really easy to get around. Honestly, the only review I have of it is it's free and cute. There are no bad words about it. Number 7 needs no introduction. But if you aren't aware, the Sims 4 base game became free to play on the 18th of October in 2022. The Sims has been one of my go-to games for years. It's always something that I find myself going back to, cozying up to, decorating, playing, whatever it is. It is great. And I know a lot of you might be worried or put off by the sheer number of expansion packs and be worried about the cost of it and the game not being enjoyable in just the base game form. If this is you, I honestly don't think you should be put off by that. There is always so much you can do in this game, whether it be decorating, creating a sim, or just playing the game. And if you solely want to decorate, then you can do that for free if you allow yourself to enter the world of Sims 4 custom content. The stuff out there is just mind-blowing, and there is so much of it. You can get Sims 4 kind of Maxis Match content, so it looks like base game stuff, but it's not. And there's also some unique stuff out there. Obviously, you might have to be careful with the stuff that you pick due to some requiring other games, but it is so good. Overall, it is just definitely worthwhile having it downloaded in your library should the needs arise for an urgent Sims gameplay time. In at number 8, I wanted to showcase Renaissance of the Ocean. I was drawn to this game due to the stunning and unique graphics, no pun intended. But seriously, this game is a short but sweet casual puzzle game, and you start the game on a desolate island. You must collect items that wash ashore to make instruments. Once you've found the right combination, you can answer the echoes that can be heard from across the ocean. The puzzles are quite simple, but there is definitely some trial and error required to make sure you get things in the right order. This game overall is so very calming, and it's definitely worth a play if you have a spare half an hour. Next up, we have Hidden Frogs. This is a pretty simple game, but there is something endearing and very nostalgic about it. It is very similar to Where's Wally or Where's Waldo for those of you across the pond. You are presented with a black and white illustration which is beautiful, and then you must locate 100 frogs within that picture. This starts out pretty easy, but trust me, I got a little frustrated when I got to the final few. It is definitely a nice way to spend a few minutes if you've got some to spare. Okay, now it's time for number 10. This is a little bit of a joke, but not, because it did make me laugh and I did enjoy it. This is Pineapple on Pizza. I must confess my sins. I am a massive pineapple on pizza fan. I do like it. There's nothing wrong with the Hawaiian. I know it's controversial. But anyway, back to the game. This game started off all nice. Everyone was dancing. I was running around collecting all the achievements, exploring the different areas. Then I may have had an accident where I fell in a volcano and then everything went downhill from there. There were people burning, there were sharks eating people. Yeah, it was a lot, but it was still hilarious. And you may be thinking, but where does the pineapple and pizza tie into this? Well, I'm not going to ruin that surprise for you. You'll have to go play it for yourself. It's definitely worthwhile, like a fun 10 minutes. That's literally all it is, and it is hilarious. Yeah. Very strange, very surreal, but worth it if you need a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of a giggle. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, so it must be good. Okay, so that's enough of Pineapple on Pizza. It's free, give it a go, you've got nothing to lose. There you go. So that is my top 10. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments which one you'll be playing, if any at all, and if you have any other free games that you enjoy. I really think that these are worthwhile just having a little go with, and they are fun. You never know, you might enjoy them. I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye bye.